Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The world will eventually change. If you see today around the world, you see things which are not natural. You see things where the oppressors control the world under the name of democracy. You see unnatural things being done between men and women. Men satisfied with men, women satisfied with women, children, male children becoming females, female becoming males. And it's normal process according to science, but wearing of clothes or teaching in classes or encouraging people in to do things which are unnatural, that's not normal. And while you see all of these things, you don't hear about standing up against injustice or highlighting what had happened against the biggest the one of the biggest terrorism that had ever taken place. No one wants to talk about those things. No one wants to talk about what happened in the early days of Islam. Everyone is very focused on, okay, yes, we need to be focused on our salat, som, and all of those things, but no one wants to talk about the foundational aspect. Why are we in this situation today? What happened? Where did we go wrong? No one talks about what was happening after the death of the Prophet. No one wants to talk about what happened to the daughter of the Prophet. And I've had many discussions. I'm not talking this out of thin air. I've had discussions with Sunnis, I've had discussions with Shias, I've had discussions in Medina, in Makkah, in Karbala, in America, in every, like a lot of different places, and no one wants to talk about these things. But eventually, there will be a day when things will change, and that day is destined to come with the arrival of the 12th Imam, the Hujjah of Allah. And one of the narrations I read yesterday, which is very eye opening, that when the Imam comes, he will give a khutbah near the Kaaba. And one thing that he'll say is, we are the ones who have been oppressed. We are the ones who never got justice. We are the ones whose whose wealth was taken away. Our lives were taken away. Our friends were taken away. We were always wronged, and it's now time that Allah gives us what was rightfully ours, and he will ask Allah for help at that time. And when the Imam says this, we were wronged. I was reading this other narration, which is very very enlightening. The Imam, basically, this narration comes from Al Kamal, the book Kamal ad-Din, and it says, "We alayhi salam." It's narrated from the fifth Imam, and he says, "We alayhi salam Imams are the Imams of the Muslims and are the proof of Allah, the Hujjah of Allah on the universe, and we are the chief of believers and the guide of the people of paradise, having bright hands and faces." And we are the guardians of the believers, because of us people on the earth are protected as the stars are stabilizing the residents of the skies for our sake. Due to our presence, Allah holds back the sky from falling onto earth. And because of His greatness and our regard, Allah protects the earth from tripping over and taking into depth its inhabitants. Allah sends down rain due to us and extends His bounties. The treasures of the earth are surfaced due to us. If the earth would not find an Imam from us upon it, it would destabilize and get destroyed along with what is on it. And then said, Allah Azza wa Jalla never lets the earth to be but with a divine Imam since the time of its first inhabitant, Prophet Adam. Either the authority of Allah is visible and well known to its inhabitant, or it's in occultation and is made obscure from the people's eye. But the earth will not remain without an Imam until the day of judgment. Without the presence of the Imam on the face of the earth, ibadah cannot be performed. And then the person asked, "O Imam Jafar Sadiq alayhi salam, the sixth Imam, how how people are going to benefit from an Imam who is in occultation and obscure from the eyes of the people. Imam replied, similar to the people benefiting from the sun rays when it is covered by the cloud. So may Allah help us be prepared for the eventual time when it comes, when the announcement comes from the sky that the Imam is arriving. And let's make an effort to at least pray that we are ready. At least pray for the freedom of Hijaz. Assalamu alaikum.